1 year ago, I quit my 9 to 5. This is a story of how I quit my 9 to 5. For over 5 years, I worked at my 9 to 5. I had a good position, I had a good salary, and I had stability. But I'm gonna be honest and say that that wasn't enough. During these years, I learned a lot, and I'm super thankful for every minute I got at this job. But during the last 2 years, I started feeling very stuck. If I work here for 10 more years, then maybe I can hop up 2 steps in the hierarchy. And that wasn't for me, because I knew I had more potential. So I still worked. I worked like 6 to 7 days a week. I worked really hard, but I started to feel more stuck for every day that went by. I went to work and didn't really know why I went to work, or didn't really have a meaning with it. And looking back, I think it has a lot to do with comfort, because it was comfortable. I knew my colleagues, I knew my boss, I knew how to do the job properly, and I got a lot of praise for it. I did work hard, but something inside me just didn't feel right. When I went to my job and just walked around during our team meetings, I just felt that I don't belong here. I had more potential. I knew that it didn't matter, because I would still have to wait 5 to 10 years to get a better position. Even with that, I would probably only get a couple more €100 in pay, which doesn't really do much, especially when you spend so much time into it. And I must say that my job helped me a lot during my self-improvement journey, because I got to test on leadership, I got to try new positions and learn how to act professionally and how to handle tough situations, which I'm super thankful for. But especially the last year, I knew that I had more potential in me. I knew I could do more than just work at my regular job and do the same thing and work for a regular boss and get a regular pay. I started doing more on the side. I tried to work out more, I tried to read more, I tried to learn more about business. But honestly, I just felt really stuck, and I had no idea what to do. I had no clue on what to take action on. I didn't know how to take the next step. And honestly, I think it's really hard to escape the comfort of a good 9 to 5 with a good pay. So about 9 months before quitting my job, I started doing more side businesses. I tried online marketing, I tried to do a lot of different things. And it didn't go well for the first half year, but I have never in my life had more fun. The energy I had when I did those things and how fun I had when I tried to do things on my own and have my own company, I couldn't even compare it to my regular job. Even if I hadn't earned enough money to live on, I just knew that this is what I need to do. And then, due to crazy circumstances and the universe working for me, started doing better. I started meeting more people that worked online and actually knew what they were doing and earning money. And these people helped me start my online business. They helped me get and understand how to make money and how to actually learn how to do ads on Facebook, actually learn how to do things, and also teach me how to do media buying. I had known for a long time that I had to quit my job. I knew the day would come when I would go into my boss and say that I would quit, but I didn't know how, when, and that thought excited me, but also scared the shit out of me. So when the day actually came, when I had decided to quit my job, I was very excited, but I had probably never been more nervous in my life, and I'm gonna be honest with it. And I remember that morning when after our first team meeting that I went to my boss and I said, yeah, can we take a short meeting? And I could barely get the words out to even ask for the meeting. And then when we sit in the meeting, he looks a bit concerned because he understands something's wrong. And it's kind of funny, but I was so scared. My heartbeat was racing like crazy. I started sweating. I could barely get the words out because I was so nervous. This was because I've been working in this space for 5 years, since I was a teen. I knew it would be hard. I've been working here for 5 years. It's been my life, a big part of my identity. I've grown up at this company. So when I quit my job, I knew it was gonna be hard, but I knew it was the right choice. During the meeting, I was so scared, but I got it out and I said I wanted to quit my job. And it was kind of funny because my boss almost looked relieved when I told him I was gonna quit my job, because he saw how nervous I was. He was so afraid of what I was going to say. And after I walked out of there, That was the best feeling I have ever felt in my life. I have never ever felt so free and felt like the possibilities were just endless. Why I was so nervous goes into what I thought was going to happen and the extreme fear I had. Because I think a lot of people go around with a lot of fear, especially for quitting their job. And I know, because I was afraid of these things, and I can only imagine a lot of other people are as well. I was afraid of embarrassing myself. I was so afraid of failing and have to go back. I was really afraid of losing stability. Like, I was gonna go start my own company and I had no guarantee of income. I had no guarantee on anything. I was quitting my job that had my stable income. I was really afraid of not getting clients. I was afraid of not working out. I was afraid of people was going to think. All these things made me feel like it was a huge risk. It made me feel, the fear made me feel like it was such a big risk. The fear made me so afraid of quitting my job that I could barely even ask for the meeting with my boss. But the truth is that in life we tend to over-exaggerate the actual risk because of fear. So let me explain. A lot of times when we're afraid and we do big decisions, we think the risk is here. But the truth is that the actual risk is here. And let me just give you an example of me. As I said, I was so afraid of all these things. But when I actually looked at it, I had a lot of saved up money, so I could live without an income for almost a year at least. I didn't quit my job until I actually had clients to take care of that I actually earned money from. And to be completely honest, the worst thing that could happen is that I would get another job. And once I realized these things, I realized the risks were pretty low, to be completely honest. I think fear stops us from doing a lot of things that we want to, which is not good. It stops our ability to learn, to take risks, and it stops us from growing. And the truth is that most of the times, if you actually think about it, the challenge with it is that the fear won't disappear until after you made the decision or taken the risk. Because after, then your mind will realize, oh, well, that wasn't too bad. And it can be anything. I know a lot of people won't agree, but I would compare it to jumping out of an airplane and skydiving with a parachute. Because the biggest fear is going into the plane. I've done this myself, and I remember the fear was going into the plane, flying up. But once you're in the air, it's not as scary. And once you land and realize there was no danger, then all the fear disappears. It's just in your head. Today, it's about 14 months later. I have now traveled to almost every continent on Earth. I have reached my first 10K month, earning a lot more money than I did at my regular job. I have complete location freedom, so I can be wherever I want, whenever I want. I have met so many more fantastic people who have taught me so much stuff. And I will have to do another video for this, but so much things that have happened up here, and how my mindset has evolved and how much more things I've learned. Most important part, how more happy and fulfilled I am. Because one thing I do now that I didn't do before is actually live an authentic life. I choose to do what I think the best version of me would do. I always try to be the type of person that I would myself look up to. And all of this is possible because of the risk I took. It was a small risk for a huge payout. Because this is the truth. Your brain builds worst case scenarios. It's very rare that the worst case scenario happens. And your mind is really talented when it comes to building up really sketchy, really weird scenarios that's very unrealistic that will happen. If you haven't trained it, it's very bad at building best case scenarios. And to be completely honest, if you try your best, you do the right things, and you always try to be the best version of yourself, having the best possible outcome is much more likely than the worst case scenario. I think for most people, it feels like a risk to leave the comfort behind. But listen to me, the real risk is staying stuck and never realizing your own potential. Because you, who's watching this, I don't care where you're from, I don't care who you are and what you've gone through. Everyone has more potential than you think. Everyone can accomplish great things. I understand it's easy for me to sit here and say that, but trust me, I've been through hell. I've been through so much shit during my life, and For most years, I never thought I would reach this level of success. I never thought it was possible for me to get in shape, to get respect. I would have the courage to sit in front of a camera recording myself. And why I'm telling you this is because I'm nothing special. If I can do it, so can you. You have so much more potential in your life and in yourself than you think. And here's the thing, that your mind thinks, not even your mind, your fear. You have so much fear, everyone has fear, that it makes you think that the uncomfortable things are dangerous. It makes you think you shouldn't do it, and fear makes you want to stay in the comfort. You have to train your mind to stop thinking like this. Because the truth is, without any risk, there's no growth. Every time in my life that I done a big jump and gotten to a new level, it's because of a big risk. It can be posting on social media, quitting your job, you started working out, to quit that relationship that you're not happy with. Every time you do a big leap in life, it's because of a risk you took. And you took the chance and left comfort behind. And let me tell you this, quitting my 9 to 5 was the best choice I have ever made in my whole life. I cannot even explain all the things that has happened because of me taking that risk and ignoring my fear. So my message today is that next time you feel a lot of fear or you think the risk is too high, ask yourself, be logical, not emotional. Is the risk really here, or is the risk really here? Because 8 out of 10 times the risk is actually here or even lower. And once you start ignoring the perceived risks and start learning about the real risks and start controlling your fear, that's when real growth happens.